Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota 4Runner Limited 7 passenger in the color white. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, we have a 4-liter V6 engine. It is automatic transmission. Gets up to 270 horsepower, 278 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds. Up front, you've got your LED headlights, customary daytime running lights, fog lights down below. Underneath each one of your front fog lights, you'll find this little round nodule. These guys are your front parking sensors. Up front here, we also have the front-facing camera. On to the side here, we have 20-inch alloy wheels, factory running boards on this unit. Side mirrors include integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and underneath you have additional cameras and puddle lamps to contribute to the surround view camera effect. Looking at either one of your front handles, you'll find these two double lines. We'll talk about those guys a bit more on your driver's side. Heading back, all your rear windows come with factory tinting, and both of your rear pillars have your limited trim level badge. Up top here, you've got silver roof rails. Across the back of the unit, you've got backup parking sensors, much like you do up front. In the middle, of course, you have your hitch receiver. Spare is mounted underneath here. And then underneath your rear logo is your backup camera. To open up your space here, reach in underneath of the logo, press the button, and lift it upwards. So, of course, inside we have both second and third row seating. For your second row, it is a 40-20-40 split, meaning that this little middle section right here is able to move independent from the other two sides. If you want to release that guy downwards, you can just release this little handle right underneath of the headrest itself. Otherwise, you can release the handles on the top outside corners of the seats. If you do that without releasing this middle section, it will act in a 40-60 split. So there is a larger section on the left and a smaller one on the right. For your third row seating, it is a straight 50-50 split right down the middle. Same deal again here. If you want to lay it down flat like we have it on the left, you can just release this handle on the top outside corner of the seat. If you want to bring it back upwards, you can grab onto this little handle and bring it up. There are headrests here, but if you want them to lay down flat, you just pull on this little strap and it will allow it to drop down like we have the one in the back. For your third row occupants, they have access to plenty of their own storage and cup holder spaces. When laid down flat, you'll find that there are these little silver tie-down hooks. One of these exists in each one of the four corners, including two of them, of course, being on the seats themselves. You can use these guys to further secure your cargo load. On the right-hand side, you'll find one of your 15 JBL speakers. You have this premium JBL speaker sound system all throughout the unit. On the right, you can also see inside here that we have a couple of different charger ports. Now, in the left side, you will find this yellow tag on this false wall. Behind here is where you're able to find your toolkit for your spare. To close it up back here, you can reach up to the handles on either side or use the fabric strap that is there on the right. Just pull the trunk or cargo cover back down and push it into starting position. Now, let's go take a look at the inside. Inside, your interior upholstery is that lovely brown-colored leatherette. It has some of this lighter brown, almost orange-like stitching for a bit of contrast. You have this little handle on the side of the seats. This is something you can use in order to fold your seat upright, in order to get quick and easy access into your third row seats. Then, in between the two sides, you have a folding down armrest / cup holder. It has a little pop-up button here for the cup holders themselves, but this whole thing can easily be tucked away if you want to increase a seating capacity. Looking forward, on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you've got mesh pouch storages. Back of the console, you have your air vents and chargers down below. And currently, we have the Toyota tub-style all-season mats installed in the unit. Inside the door, you have two different layers of storage, and your power window control is all the way up top. Back again to these two double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand up here or inside the handle to lock and unlock your unit. Up top, you've got power windows for front and back, window lock, and your power lock system. Down below is memory seat settings, which means you have electronic seat adjustment, back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. You've got your hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner. On top of that, you have your surround view camera. So if you give that guy a press, you will find your infotainment turns to the surround view look of the vehicle. Press the button one more time to change your perspective, and once more to go back to its normal infotainment state. Next to that, you have the controls for the rear power outlet, so 400 watt AC 120 and 100 watt. Defrost for the rear windshield wiper, Trust me, this is really useful here in these cold Canadian winters. Up top, you have your automatic headlamps, dash brightness, and side mirror controls. Taking a look at the steering wheel, it is a black leather with black stitching. Left side here controls for radio, volume, and hands-free communication. Right hand side up top, you've got your dash display controls. And then you have the adaptive cruise control down below, which includes sonar and lane departure. On top, you have your clock there, and under that is your four-ways, followed by your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Of course, you have access to everything on the screen through the little side panel buttons. So underneath the home, you have your menu settings. In here, you have access to controls for destination, audio, phone, app, projection, info display, and setup. Setup is more of the specifics, things like Bluetooth connection, phone, voice, navigation, data, language, theme color settings, you have units of measurement, keyboard layout, etc. Under this is audio listening. You have your AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and you have USB adapters throughout the vehicle. All the way at the bottom is your built-in navigation. This guy is fully touch sensitive for ease of use. Right hand side, you have radio controls and you have your phone. So this is your hands-free communication, of course, via Bluetooth. Then you have apps, so you can add some additional things, but it comes with authorizations and notifications installed. Bottom right hand corner, you have your tune scroll control. Then you have your volume control on the left. Push start ignition right next to your steering column. Under that is your heated steering wheel. Back to the middle, and you have your climate control center. Dual climate control up front means that you can either have temperatures synced up, or you can turn on dual settings so that each side can then function independently. Defrost for front windshield, rear windshield, and side mirrors on the bottom right hand corner. Under this, you have heated and cooled seats. So it has this little pop in. It'll go flush when it's popped inwards and then it's locked into place, but you can have it popped outwards if you want to change your temperatures. Of course, you've got red for heat and blue for cool, and if you don't want to have either, you just line the two little dots right here up with one another. You'll see the light has gone off, and you can push it in, and then you don't have heat or cool acting there. So you've got USB on the left, you've got your 12-volt on the right, got this little storage cubby underneath here. Then you have cup holder spaces, your dial control for 2-wheel, 4 high, and 4 low. You have some of this wood grain trim on your gear shift. In the back is your control for your power adjustable rear windshield. So you can press that button in, and you can see in the back that the windshield itself has in fact rolled down. Pull the button up if you want to roll it back upwards. You can stop it at any point along the way to suit your personal preferences. Then behind this guy, next to it is your storage and cup holder spaces. Then you have the console itself. This guy opens up inside. You've got some storage underneath of the lid. Then all the storage all the way in. You have this little divider here. Chargers on the inside. You've got coin holders here as well. And you even have the little cutout here, so if you want to feed a charger cord through, you can do so without it getting pinched by the lid of the console. Right hand side, you've got more of this wood grain trim. Down below is a lockable glove box. Up overhead, you've got your sunglasses compartment, traction control, A-track, downhill assist. 1, 2, and 3 are garage door openers. You've got SOS button, overhead lighting controls, and the controls for your moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota 4Runner Limited 7-passenger in the color white. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.